Moving to news on the border. Later today, the Biden administration will roll out sweeping new border rules for anyone seeking asylum. This is a big shift in U.S. immigration policy, particularly from a Democratic president. The new rule requires migrants who cross the southern border without authorization to prove that they asked for protection in a third country. If they can't do so, they could be banned from the U.S. for 5 years and face a felony charge. The new rule replaces Title 42. That's a pandemic-era policy that expires at midnight tonight. Manuel Bojorquez is along the border for us in El Paso.
The crackdown in downtown El Paso has already begun. Law enforcement and city officials have been clearing out street encampments where thousands of migrant men, women, and children have had to sleep for days, as nearby shelters like the Sacred Heart Church remain at capacity.
I
can't go back to where I came from because I could kill my son.
Gregorio Felipe fled Guatemala with his 5-year-old son Isidro. He said he was being extorted and was told if he didn't pay the money, they would kill him and his son. He had to leave his 3 other kids and wife behind. Border Patrol handed out flyers like this, urging migrants to check in at border processing centers or face arrest and other penalties.
They told us they were going to give us legal documents.
Many, like 23-year-old Aidele Gonzalez from Venezuela, heeded the warning and stood in line. She told us she was kidnapped by cartel members at the U.S.-Mexico border and held for 5 days.
It's going to be chaotic for a while.
While the Biden administration has been planning for the end of Title 42, states along the border bracing for a sudden increase in border crossings are taking action. Republican Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent nearly 600 more National Guard troops to beef up the border. And in Arizona, Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs is sending millions of dollars to the southern border to support operations. Back here in El Paso, officials who are already struggling to house migrants in shelters are dealing with an influx of uncertainty.
And I'm scared just because of the sheer number of people that could potentially be involved.
You can see the encampment some migrants here are sleeping in. Later this morning, the Secretary of Homeland Security is set to inform the public about the Biden administration's new policies, including those asylum restrictions the ACLU says will be challenged in federal court. Gayle?
Manuel, thank you.